Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining today. We have a great guest. David Burtka is here. He's a chef, an actor, a cookbook author, an entertaining expert, and a dad. He and his husband, Neil Patrick Harris, just released a book together called Both Sides of the Glass Paired Cocktails and Mocktails to Toast Any Taste. I love this. David, welcome. I'm so
Thank
happy
you.
you're here.
I'm so glad to be here. It's so great to be here for long last.
And no, I feel like I only see you in the summer in the Hamptons,
Sure.
or if we're like recording Beat Bobby Flay.
Exactly.
So it's nice to see you here in the city.
I'm
and
glad
be
to get
together.
some one-on-one time and not have
I
to compete with
know.
everybody else.
We get to just finally sit the two of us and chat. You brought me maybe the best gift ever. All of these jarred goods from your farm. From
Yeah.
Funhouse Farm.
Funhouse Farm in the
Tomato
Hamptons.
jam, pickled cucumbers, pickled shishito peppers, and an heirloom tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's what we do. I
You
love.
jar?
Yeah,
You do the
I
canning
do
yourself?
all of it myself, from seed to jar, from
You
seed to
are
plate.
kidding. Okay,
Yeah.
walk me through this. I see when I was a kid, my grandma would do canning every summer. She and my great aunt, she actually put a stove on her screened-in porch so that they wouldn't heat the house up with it.
It's amazing.
And they'd be out
think
there
it's a
till
good
2
idea.
in the morning canning.
Yeah, it's a process, but once you get it down, you get the swing of things. I mean, in the kitchen,
Did you
like
grow up doing stuff like that?
my mom would can in the fall, but then when I got the farm, I did a deep dive into it and I just started loving it, preserving all my food. I just got a freeze dryer.
Really?
Yes.
This
I
is
do.
the type of thing we get giddy over.
Yeah, I know exactly. I dehydrate stuff. It's crazy. I love taking things from the land. My freezers are stocked full of like frozen watermelon and
Oh, do you have a deep freezer?
I have.
Stop it.
I know if there's a
That's
zombie
my
apocalypse, you can come to me.
Oh, I'm coming straight over to
I've got
you.
one just for meat. I've got one like for baked goods and ice cream. I've got one for like prepackaged things and things that I've made.
Now, are
Sauces.
you the type that will go into the deep freezer and get it, or do you put it in there and forget about it?
Oh no! Last night I took out some sous vide pork chops and like made pork chops with like apple cider reduction in apples for my kids last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, at most people's deep freezer, it's like full of like freezer crusted chops. Yours is
Sure,
sous
turn it
vide.
around. I've got this really great guy, also Dave Plath, who works the farmers markets. He has his own jarring company, so I pulled him onto the crew like 2-3 years ago, and he's the hardest working person I've ever met. But we work together on the recipes, and he does a lot of the grunt work because he's big and strong. But it's nice to have help. I don't do it all myself.
What
Like,
all do you grow?
everything but potatoes and corn. So
Really?
you name it. I have kale, I have long beans, I have Brussels sprouts, I have some lettuce, tomatoes, I have some turnips, and then flowers everywhere. I have a whole field worth of wildflowers.
Do you like to make flower arrangements?
Yes, it's like my most favorite thing to do. I
This
love.
sounds-
I don't, and when I'm in the Hamptons, I don't leave. Like I don't. People are like, "Oh, the Hamptons are so busy and parties," and like I don't know. I get things like meat delivered from Pat LaFrida, and I get all of my stuff. I'll go to Round Swamp for some stuff, but
Of course, we have to go to Round Swamp.
always, it's so worth it. I think it's so worth it.
I think so too.
But then I'll just live off the land. We have chickens.
So do you
4
get your
dogs.
own eggs?
Oh yeah,
There's nothing better than a fresh egg.
nothing better than a fresh
Now,
egg.
see, I always think that people think of the Hamptons, like you said, as being like, oh, it's busy. You got to go to parties. You got to do this. But you can also choose to just stay home
Yeah.
and do that side of it, which to me is the best.
I've had a friend stay with me this summer, and he said, I'm not the biggest fan of the Hamptons, but he stayed with someone else, and it was like party after party after party after party. And we didn't leave. And he was like, this is amazing. And then he ended up like moving into one of our rooms for the summer.
You made it a little too
I made it too
comfortable. for
comfortable.
him. It's like get a queen size bed instead of a king size bed
Exactly.
for your guest rooms. Make them just a little
I
tighter.
love that. I love having a full house of people and just cooking for people and entertaining and taking care of people and feeding them. And
It sounds like you have a really happy home.
it's called the Funhouse Farm for a reason. We have a 35-foot Ferris wheel that doesn't work in the backyard of our house with vines
You
growing
are
up.
joking me.
I swear to God, there's a slide from the kids' room down to the playroom, a twirly slide that skips a floor. I mean, it's nuts.
How do you guys come up with this stuff?
Well, we moved in right before COVID, and Neil and I's brains are like creative, and we think of things, and we ended up doing it all ourselves. Like, we decorated ourselves. Like, there's lots of taxidermies and lots of secret doors and hidden passageways and peepholes to look into things. And he's got a real breathing door from the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland. It's like crazy.
I've heard from people for years that you guys have the best house and the best setup.
It definitely is not your cookie cutter white molding Hamptons house. It's definitely unique for sure.
I want to bring Iris over.
She would love it.
Lose her mind.
She would love it. Feeding chickens and picking vegetables and the pool, lots of fun things.
Now, where did you grow up?
Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. And so was your family growing things? Like, how did you learn how to do all
My
this?
grandpa had a big garden, and then my dad had a green thumb as well. So we had a garden every year, and I would see him putting the work into, because it's hard work. Like, to farm is hard work, but they say farmers live the longest because your body is moving in such different ways all the time, and you're standing up and sitting, crouching down and picking and carrying and moving, and it's like the best exercise for you.
That's interesting to think about. And also like the concept of earthing, when you have your feet on the ground, when you're gardening, you have your hands there in the dirt. So there's got to be a connection.
It is. I went through some really crazy trauma and stuff this past year, and I had a bad surgery, and I wanted to recoup out there. And then when it was springtime, I just got such spirituality and such healing from picking the weeds. Like, it was like a parallel to my life. I was picking all the bad weeds out of my life and putting beautiful seeds in the ground and watching these flowers bloom. And it was like a parallel to what was going on in my life. And it's so beautiful to get your hands dirty every day and see things grow and put time into things.
That is really beautiful.
And then you put it in your mouth and you feel like the nutrients going into your body. So my dad had not a farm. He had like a backyard garden, and they would cook all the time. I mean, it was very rare that we would go out to eat unless we had like a coupon, like the entertainment guide.
Yes.
Did you have that?
Yes.
We would always have, we would go out only if we had the entertainment guide.
Yeah, we were very similar.
And so they cooked all the time. They would love, they had tons of zucchini all the time. They were always coming up with lots of different ways to make zucchini.
Were you into food as well as a kid?
I was. I mean, I love to eat. It was a culture from our family. We're 100% Polish, second generation. So it was a lot of partying, a lot of alcohol, a lot of kielbasa, sauerkraut, all of that, 3 kinds of meat. My mom would overdo it. Like, she'd have parties and have 3 different proteins and lots of sides and tons of food. And that's how we celebrate it. So,
Do you like a pierogi now?
oh yeah.
After that, yeah.
Yeah. I do love a pierogi.
So when did you decide that you wanted to learn to cook and make a career out of it?
Well, I always, in college, I always cooked for my friends. Like, I was always the one, like, come over after and I'll make eggs or we'll do pasta or something, whatever. It was always late night drunken dinners. But then I got to Los Angeles and I was living with Neil and I was always cooking for him and friends. And then my mom ended up passing away super suddenly, and I was acting in LA and just not happy. It was very, getting negative feedback or auditions, like how many auditions you go on and just feeling terrible about yourself. So I was like, I can't do this. I can't act and go out and put myself out and get rejected and also mourn the death of my mom. So why don't I go to cooking school? So I went to Cordon Bleu in Pasadena, and after that, things started just falling from the sky, like really weird things. I, started working with Mario Batali, and Kat Cora wanted me to be on Iron Chef, and I worked a bit with Thomas Keller. So I did these sort of like internships with people that taught me, how to cook. Like, that's where you really cook, is like, that's where you learn, is outside of cooking school in the real world. So that's how I started like doing it. And then the cookbook, I had a catering company for years in Los Angeles and worked with the Hollywood elite, and that'll put you through it.
You are such a Renaissance man. Yeah, it's like you just do it all.
I love not pigeonholing myself in terms of like I always wanted to write, And I thought I could never write. I always wanted to write. And now I've written like 3 scripts. It's crazy.
Incredible.
It's wild. Like I think you're like, if you put your mind to it and you say you want to do it, then you can do it. It's also been a weird road for me because I was such a successful actor in my 20s, and then it all stopped, and then I had kids, and then I didn't want a nanny to like, because Neil's never going to stop working. Like, it's just in him, and he also is the main provider for our family. So I took a step back and said, okay, I'm going to raise the kids, because I didn't want nannies raising them. I see these people that have just nannies and other people raise their kids, and it's like, what's the point of having kids?
It's hard.
You
right?
put the time in.
Yeah.
If you put the time into your kids, you'll get it back. These kids are great.
I love that. If you put your time in, you get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I talk about that with one of my girlfriends, my best friend, and she has teenagers now. And she says, you can see the ones that the parents put the time in with. And now when their teens don't want to be with them,
Yeah.
it's because they didn't build that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. I'm really, really proud of my kids.
They're 15 now.
I know. It's insane.
15-year-old twins. Incredible.
It's wild. But it's so funny because I feel like Harper's already an adult. Like girls just mature way faster. They're way smarter and way more savvy. And boys are still, I always say she's, 14 or 15 going on, 25, and he's 15 going on 5, so.
Boys need time to catch up, right?
It's wild. It's just like, do you not see the giant mess you made? Like, it's unbelievable.
What's your parenting advice to people with preteens or teens?
Oh God, let them go. Like be there on the sideline, but let them fail and do their thing. Like, let them explore for themselves. Like, don't try to control it. I think I do too much of that. I think that they want to be so on their own, but when they fall, they want someone to catch them. I think it's, you got to let them fly. And that's hard for a parent. Like, when you devote your life to parenting and then all of a sudden they're like, I'm out. Like, they don't tell you that when you get, not that you get a parenting handbook, it doesn't work that way. But
I
you don't
wish that they just handed you something at the hospital. Here you go.
But no one really talks about having to like mourn your child leaving. And it's a wild thing. It's really, really hard.
It's like getting that little birdie ready to fly out of the nest. I mean, I feel like Iris is only 5 years old, but when I scroll through my phone and look at pictures of her, even from a year ago or 2 years ago, it's like a sadness of missing this little person. So I have to imagine when they're in their teens, you really get it.
Well, that's why you like, when you are with them, being with them 150%, like putting down that phone, like, although they don't want to put down their phones, but trying to spend as much quality time with your kids as possible, because those golden ages of, I think it really starts around 4.5, 5 to around 12. And like, that is just the most amazing time for kids. It's like, that's when you say, oh yeah, this is why you have kids. And then it sort of changes where, the emotions get, crazy and the adolescents start and people start being bullying, and all of that is so hard. Because I mean, kids these days, I look at what they're going through now. Like, I didn't have that.
Oh, I can't
The social
imagine.
media, the war, the politics, the COVID, like all of that is just so much more for them to be dealing with. And they are resilient, but it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot for adults. I mean, I can't imagine being a young person and having to deal with all that. And now AI too.
Right. And it's them, but then everywhere around them they're going through the same thing.
Yes.
So everyone they encounter are just like, it's nuts. It's a mess.
What's mealtime like at your house? I know that they're eating really well. They're having their sous vide pork chops.
I try to cook a lot. I mean, mornings are so funny because my son wants a full big breakfast. I mean, I think that's a boy thing. And my daughter, I just have to get her to eat something, like eat some sort of protein. She hates breakfasts. She hates eggs. She hates like avocado. No, she'll eat an avocado toast every now and then. She'll eat a bagel with salmon, but like she'll eat like bone marrow for breakfast if she has a chance. Like today I made her this silken tofu with like this Asian sauce that you drip over with sesame seeds and scallions. But like, I just have it in the in the refrigerator, and then I just chop up scallions and put it in there. So
You are putting the rest of us to shame.
no,
Silken tofu breakfast.
it's really
sounds
easy. It's
amazing.
really easy. I mean, she'll eat that and she'll be so happy. Like any Asian flavors, she's so good with. My son wants a.
Great.
I've been making this thing for my son where I take a bagel and it's like a egg in the hole, but I take a bagel and cut out the hole, toast it in the pan with like some sausage, a sausage patty. Then I put the egg in the hole, cover it, put the sausage patty on, American cheese, and it's like his most favorite thing right now. It's like
Understandably
asking
so.
every day for it.
It sounds great.
But mealtime, it's like I try to do like last night we did the pork chops, but I had a rehearsal for something that I'm doing next week, so I had to go to a music rehearsal. But like I ordered like mashed potatoes and mac and cheese from Wonder, so it's like I didn't do all of it. And I had a salad. I still have beets and radishes and carrots from my garden, so a bunch of kale, and I had a dressing in the fridge that was like this high protein cottage cheese ranch. It sounds terrible, but
Ooh, it's a dressing made out of cottage cheese.
Yes.
I love that idea.
yes.
Ooh, tell me how you make that.
So you just take the cottage cheese and you whip it till it's liquid,
Uh-huh.
and then you add in all of your herbs, some vinegar or lemon juice, and lots of dill, lots of parsley, chives. It's basically ranch, but it's
So ranch with cottage cheese instead of mayo.
Yeah.
That is genius.
and it tastes. My daughter likes it better than the full fat sour cream mayo dressing.
I'm so making that.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
great.
incredible. What a great idea. And then you feel like you can just load it on.
Yeah.
Because I want a lot of ranch.
Oh yeah, you do. Who does it?
I do not want to take it lightly. So I want to talk about your book because I'm obsessed with it.
Oh, good.
Both sides of the glass. And it's Cocktails and Mocktails,
Yeah.
which I think is so smart because the tide has changed on alcohol in general.
Mhm.
And in just the last couple of years, maybe even the last year, it feels like it's so different. Like it used to be you go to a party, if you didn't want to drink, you had club soda, or you would pretend that you were drinking, like say to the bartender, hey, can you put this in a cocktail glass and act like it's a drink? But now there's no stigma, no shame around not drinking, and mocktails and non-alcoholic spirits have become so popular. Tell me about why you guys decided to do this together.
Well, it was exactly what you said. 10 years ago, there wasn't anything out there. Like you'd go to a restaurant and you get these sugary drinks. Like the mocktail section was pineapple with ginger syrup and, loaded with sugar. And like you can have like maybe one of those or a child can have them.
Sickeningly sweet.
Yeah, like I can't drink that, or soda water with lime or bitters or something like that. And then when I got sober, Neil's such a mixologist. I got him this Jonathan Lynn from Crown Shy and the Nomad Hotel. We became friends with him, and he came over it was a birthday gift for him or Christmas gift. And I bought 4 2-hour sessions of how to make cocktails. So we learned about all the spirits, and Jonathan came and taught him how to be a mixologist. So he really took a lot of pleasure in that. And then when I got sober, it was like, I want to play. And I felt like every time I went out, there wasn't any options. And as a person who doesn't drink, you want to feel part of the crowd. You want to feel special. And when this sort of tide started shifting and there are all these distilled non-alcoholic spirits out there, there were all these really new, great herbal choices, like these non-alcoholic gins and seedlip and roots divino, which is like an aperitif, which is a great non-alcoholic version of like a Campari and soda or a spritz or something like that. We saw out there in the market that there was really nothing like that. There were mocktail books and there were cocktail books, but there weren't anything. It wasn't anything out there that was both of them. So you have your Manhattan, or you have your old fashioned, and you have your regular, how do you make an old fashioned? But if you're having a cocktail party and people don't drink and some people do, like what do you do? So we came up with the alternative, like a new fashion. So we took sort of the non-alcoholic bourbon, and we still used cherry juice and all of the things that you would make with an old fashioned, but made it non-alcoholic. It's been really great in our family because I feel like I can go out now and feel like I'm part of the crowd.
you have a note in here about being part of the party and
Yeah.
how you are very much a part of it. And just because you're not having alcohol that doesn't make any difference. And I have so many friends who don't drink for one reason or another. And when they come over, I want to have something for them. I always keep in my bar, I have Seedlip, I have Gia, I have
Mhm.
all of the
That's great.
non-alcoholic options as well, because everybody should be part of it and shouldn't be relegated to the soda water. But what I like the most is that you have essentially the same drinks as
Yeah.
the cocktail and the mocktail. So if you want to have a signature cocktail for your party, you can pick one of these and you don't have to buy a whole bunch of different ingredients. You can essentially
Yeah.
have the same, and then people can make it the way that they want it.
It's very inclusive. The whole book is inclusive to everybody, including kids. And that's why I think it's like such a great gift, because you don't know in a family who drinks and who doesn't drink. I always get a little resentful when people bring me a bottle of wine, because it's like some people even know that I don't drink and they're like, oh, here you go. I think it's
What
just
are you going to do with
easy,
that?
right? Like, what am I going to, I'm not going to cook with that. Like, it's a
Yeah.
nice bottle of wine. I mean, I guess I could, but yeah, I think it's nice to have everyone be a part of something.
I agree.
It's broken down into not seasons, but the elements. So we have water, air, fire, and earth. So things that are earthier. We use some stuff with vegetables. We do fire is more the spicy or the real warm feeling, like what you're going to drink by a fire. Or, we do a lot of watery, sort of like fun, bubbly, summery drinks. But yeah, it's broken down of like feel, like how you want to feel. Because there's a lot of different alcohols and different drinks that sort of take you on a different journey. And sort of we felt that would be the best.
What is your favorite cold weather drink in here?
I like sort of the old fashioned things that are sort of like just a sipping drink. A lot of these are not sugary at all. So it's like, you sit by a fire and you have the new fashion, or there's a really great chocolate martini as well.
What are your glassware essentials? Because
Oh
that
my
to me
gosh.
really makes a cocktail to have a good glass.
Neil is really big on having every type of glass. Like, we can't even fit him into our
That's
cabinet.
what Ryan says about me. He's like, "Oh, you bought more glasses. Great."
But it's great because you could go to a garage sale and like pick up
Yes.
old things that don't really make sense. But I think that's the beauty of it. Like, one person has this kind of coupe glass, another person has this martini glass, another person has a rock glass, and they all don't have to be the same. And everyone feels like they're specific and individual. So
I love like little cool funky glasses. That's like the type of thing I pick up at a yard sale.
yeah.
I love that store. Do you ever shop at Big Night?
No, but I just saw on Instagram that these girls did a whole big Instagram of like the best stores to shop at in New York, and that was one of
Oh,
them.
you would love it. They have the cutest glasses in there. That's like where I go when I need to buy a host gift. I go in there and get a set of glasses
That's what they said.
because they're all like little vintage.
Oh, I love it.
It's so cute.
I need another house just for my plates. And
For all of it. It's like, I don't know who's drinking out of all these glasses. Like I might have like one or two big parties a year, but I've got plenty of glassware.
it's like collecting.
What do you think if somebody's going to set up a bar, they're new to entertaining, they want to set up a bar for their house, what are the essentials that they should have?
Well, I mean, I think it's always good to have at least one type of alcohol. Like, I think a lot of people drink vodka, a lot of people drink gin, tequila's huge. I think going with a higher end tequila better than something that's lower end, because tequila's best just sipping. When I used to drink, I learned that it's best it's a sipping drink, and then you blow out the air after you sip it, because you can taste all of the flavors instead of like putting a bunch of sugary stuff on it. And don't get me wrong, there's a great margarita recipe in there, and there's a great non-alcoholic margarita recipe with a non-alcoholic version called a Little Saints, which is made with like lion's mane mushroom and cardamom and cinnamon and Palo Santo. So it's like got this smoky.
See, I'm going to try that because if I have more than one cocktail, I really feel bad the next day. So if
Yeah.
I can do the regular margarita and then have the non-alcoholic margarita, I feel like my night gets extended.
That's what people are doing now. They're having one cocktail, then they're having one mocktail. They're having one cocktail, then one mocktail. So they can last the whole night.
Now, what bar tools do you think
bar
are
tools.
essential?
A shaker, a jigger, with all of the 1 ounce, the half ounce, the flip side one. I think a strainer, like a double strainer, is nice. I don't really use a muddler. I would just use the back of a spoon. I don't think that's necessary. A nice stir for stirring cocktails. I think it's all about the ice, though. I think let's talk about
So
ice.
what's your ice rules? Because people are very specific who are
I
cocktails.
love a crushed ice moment. We have one of those hand crankers, and that's a good job to give to your children because they love to do that.
Yes.
And also a big cube is great. Having those big ice cube trays are just great to have.
That's what Ryan likes. He likes a big ice cube. I like those little nuggets of ice.
Yeah,
I
the
know
crushed
that it's
ice,
not great
the
for
chips,
all the
yeah,
time. Like
for
if
sure.
they melt too fast or whatever. But I love like the little bit.
There's nothing like an ice cold Coca-Cola with crushed ice. That's
Yes,
my
come on.
favorite thing in the world.
Come on, you're speaking my language. Like a soda that is out of the fountain. Oh, I love it. I love it. And the little nuggets of ice.
Yeah, ice is great. Garnishes are really underappreciated too. I mean, learn how to get one of those peelers that make a really great twist, or learn to be able to take just a regular peeler, a potato peeler, and learn how to take the lemon and go back and forth with it, so you got a really nice big thick slice.
And now you have your dehydrator. You could dehydrate fruit to make a garnish.
I know. I just dehydrated a bunch of borage flowers, and they're so pretty to sprinkle on top of something.
Yes,
Whatever.
do a little edible flower.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my freeze dryer, because it's a game changer.
Oh, the freeze dryer will be incredible.
I could freeze dry anything: tomatoes, berries. I mean, it's going to be great.
I'm going to invite myself over and come play with
I'm
all
trying
of
to
this
get you to
stuff.
come over.
I would love to. I would love to. We're going to have so much fun. Now, you entertain a lot, and drinks are such a part of that. What are your essentials for a good party?
I think with hosting, if you're doing a big party, unless you have someone tending bar, I think it's good to do a batch cocktail. Neil would do some sort of punch in one of those containers. I always do because we have lots of watermelons growing in our garden, or strawberries or raspberries or whatever the fruit is of that season, either making a syrup, because syrups are so easy and you can infuse anything into a syrup. A cup of water, a cup of sugar, then just add whatever you want. Mint. My daughter makes a Earl Grey syrup for her matcha every morning. She loves an Earl Grey syrup. But you can use that, or I'll juice a bunch of watermelon and make a watermelon lemonade. And I won't even make the lemonade. I'll buy Paul Newman's lemonade and there's shortcuts. You got to,
little semi-homemade.
For sure. Yeah. Store-bought's fine, I know.
It is fine. What would you say, with your book, to add this into your life with Dry January?
If you need to go out and you need to drink, then just take one of these mocktails. Nowadays, when you go out to a lot of higher end restaurants or bars, they'll have the options for you. I mean, in New York, for sure, there's some places that still have not gotten onto that trend, but usually everyone will have a non-alcoholic beer. I will find that is very, very...
The NA beers are good now.
Great.
They're really good. We always have those in our fridge as well.
And the phony Negronis, have you ever had one of those?
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing. They taste like a Negroni. And I know a lot of people in the sober community will have a problem with things that taste a little bit too much like alcohol. I know some of the bourbons and the scotches, the non-alcoholic bourbons and scotches, taste a little too close to. So some people will not do that and do more of a seed lip, more of an herbal sort of option. But I mean, Dry January, I think you could do anything you set your mind to. So I think it's just willpower.
Totally. Willpower is something that I have never succeeded in when it comes to eating anything.
Not true. Not true.
Okay, I want to ask you a few rapid fire questions.
Okay.
What was your breakfast this morning?
Oh, I had the other half of my son's bagel with 2 farm eggs from our chickens. It's great.
What are you cooking for dinner tonight, or are you going out?
Oh, I think I have all this cabbage from the farm and carrots and bell peppers that I got from the farmer's market. So I think I'm going to make a big Chinese chicken salad. And then I have those Kung Pao chips from round swamp.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll put those in there, and then I have all of these Din Tai Fung dumplings that I'll probably put in the steamer.
That sounds amazing. So good.
Gotta use stuff in my freezer. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, when it comes to drinks, are you fruity or sour?
Sour. I'm more bitter, actually.
On the rocks or up?
On the rocks.
Shaken or stirred?
Shaken.
What is your pantry pull if you are going in to cook dinner and you're like, I don't have anything? I know now that you have the world's greatest freezer situation.
I have a crazy pantry, though. I have a crazy pantry. Like a really fast go-to would probably be my rice maker. That is like a lifesaver. I think everybody should have a rice maker.
I love a rice cooker.
It's great.
What is your ultimate comfort food?
Oh my gosh. I'd have to say some sort of pasta with tomato sauce, like a nice thick noodle or even a thin noodle. It doesn't really matter what kind of pasta. It's just delicious. I live right by Italy too, so it's like so perfect. I just go there all the time.
Oh, you're so lucky. Well, I think tonight for dinner, I might have your heirloom tomato sauce with pasta.
Love it.
You've inspired me, and you've inspired me through this whole conversation. You are just like a ray of sunshine coming in. I love being around you.
I love it.
And I've learned so much, and I can't wait to make cocktails out of your book.
Yes.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
They can find it online, Amazon, where books are sold. Yeah.
And what's your Instagram?
DBelicious, DBELICIOUS. And Neil is actually NPH on Instagram. But yeah, go get the book.
A great gift for dry January, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
Thank you.